welcome, 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 welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host with the most, but humble. I do mean humble, the Nostra Novice, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Thursday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at WrestleCram my 2 cents. First 2 cents after 2 weeks of being sick. I feel good. Feel good. Feel good. That wasn't supposed to happen. But anyway, first and foremost, thank you so much for being part of the show. If you're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week, I truly do thank you. From the bottom of my heart to the depth of my loins, I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. Wouldn't be me, okay? Thank you. Thank you. I say humble before each and every episode. There's a reason why I say that on each and every episode, okay? Reason why I do this. All right. You want to do anything for me? You want to do anything for me? Anything? Go ahead. Hit the like button. Also, if you haven't subbed, hit the sub button. And there's a little bell right there. Hit the notification bell. Y'all help me out. Help your boy out. Also hit some comments on there as well. If you don't know anything about my 2 cents, it is kind of like random thoughts. It's kind of like random thoughts, but I kind of try to keep it in the middle of just the segment that I'm talking about. It's not a lot of ranting. It's just one little thing that I talk about. I try to pull it from the Dirt Sheet Roundup. This one was not really on the Dirt Sheet Roundup, but kind of on the Dirt Sheet Roundup. Jim Cornette talks about it. Of course, Steven Larson and Going in Raw talk about it. JD talks about it as well. Y'all go check out all of those people I just talked about. They're all awesome. They're all great. I love listening to each and one of those people. But it is something that we need to talk about. I promise you, like, this is one of the things that a lot of the dirt sheets, a lot of the heavy hitting wrestling podcasts do. I myself am still a very small podcast. I think it's like I got 175 people here, but like they are in the thousands. They are in the millions when it comes to even wrestle talk. They are in the millions, and a lot of people talk about this. We talk about roster bloating and how big the rosters can be. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with a huge roster. It's how you use it. Now, once again, you can't be the WWE. WWE has a ton of hours on pawn hours for people to literally be on TV. And they utilize it very well now since Triple H has been in power. This was not the same when it was Vince McMahon. We would have a ton of rematches over and over and over again, not utilizing people for no apparent reason. Also having these stupid video montages that we had, I think, 6 weeks of Lacey Evans and on SmackDown that could have been people wrestling. That could have been people having some type of feud in the long run, but we didn't get that. We got these crazy vignettes. We got tons upon tons of replays. Made no sense to me. Now, since Triple H has been in power, he has been bringing back noticeable people from NXT that was released and bringing them to the main roster, giving them shine, giving them love, and of course, giving them airtime. That's the crazy part about the situation. You're giving them airtime. It is great. It's a great thing. It's a great thing to be under the Triple H era because you are getting people on Raw and you're getting people on SmackDown. Yes, they have a huge, and when I say huge, a huge roster. Huge roster. Did I dislike when they released nearly everybody on the UK roster because they're coming back with a NXT Europe? Yes. Hopefully they bring those. Hopefully they are the first people to come back, and that will happen. But right now, if you look at Raw, you see people that have been on the roster and you've never seen them wrestle when Vince McMahon was there. Sheldon Benjamin. I haven't seen Sheldon Benjamin wrestle in a long time. Cedric Alexander. Seen him wrestle. We're seeing them wrestle again. Ricochet. Thank goodness on the Raw side. Madcap Moss. Yes. We're even seeing Tozawa wrestle on Raw. I mean, we haven't seen Dana Brooke. We've seen Dana Brooke now. You know, I mean, we're seeing all of these people wrestle, and it's a great thing. And if they are not on Raw or SmackDown, they have been put back on NXT, and they're having some type of Dijak. Dijak is back. We have Scripps, who was I forgot that boy name, but Scripps, he's back. I mean, we're getting people to do great things, and I'm enjoying every single piece of it because we're seeing it. We're seeing it. We see it firsthand. Now, here's the thing about AEW. That was the good part. Now the bad part. Here's the thing about AEW and why they're bloated and it doesn't work. One of the things that, and I hate quoting Jim Cornette, but it is just weird because his gospel is so spot on. I will give you one name, and I already talked about it on my random thoughts. I'll give you one name. One name. Miro. Think about it. Miro was one of the hottest people that they picked up while WWE was doing their releases. One of the hottest people you could get. He was healthy, wasn't injured, did a great job. I didn't like the whole gaming Miro. I liked the more serious Miro, the Redeemer Miro, and all of a sudden now he has disappeared. Nowhere to be seen in the dust. But we see the Elite almost every single episode. The Elite, every single episode. If they're not there, we're going to see Adam Hangman Page, who had a really horrible championship run. FTR has 3 belts on their shoulders and waist. Hardly there. It seems like when you are in AEW and you're hot and people don't like you in the higher ups, you kind of go to the back end, and we get this best of 7 between Death Triangle and the Elite, which we don't need. We don't need that. We need to see more of the women. We need to see more storylines for the women. We need better writing for the women. We need, I mean, okay, you're trying to make the firm this huge monster group, but none of them are showing us how great this monster group is. Ethan Page is probably the best person in that daggone group. We never see W. Morrissey. never see W. Morrissey. There are so many great people on that roster we will never see. And once again, I will say this, and I will say this until the day I die. What is the purpose of having Rampage when you're having no progression of storylines on Rampage? This Rampage is coming up right now still does not give me a progression or it was supposed to be a go home show. I guarantee it's not going to be a great go home show because you're going to have random people fighting random stuff for no apparent reason. I shit you not. Kakeshka is facing Jon Moxley. For what? For what? That's my question. For what? Somebody please figure out what is going on and why that roster can't be utilized. You have 5 hours of TV time. 5 hours of TV time, and you're literally telling me that you can't find the 5 hours and try to make something. I don't like ranting. Can I say this? I am a AEW fan. I'm a diehard AEW fan. I want to fix this problem. This problem can be fixed. It truly can be fixed. You just have to understand that what you're doing is wrong. You can't have the same 5 or 6 people on TV when you have a roster full of people waiting to be on TV. Waiting to be on TV. I truly think it can be done. I promise you it can be done. We just have to understand that everybody doesn't have a storyline to give, and you need more writers to make storylines for people who just want to wrestle. That's one of the issues, ladies and gentlemen. You have less writers, and apparently management wants them to come up with their own storylines. We did hear this from Big Swole, where if you're not creative, you're going to not be utilized as best as a person who knows how to be creative. Last time I checked, you're supposed to be a wrestler. You pay the writers to guide you and create. That's what I thought. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong in the comments, y'all let me know. You keep talking about how great, how much money you're putting into this product. I don't see it. I mean, I guarantee that you can find some type of writers, more writers, better writers that can help not only your big people, but the people that are trying to be on TV, that's trying to get some type of video time. Guarantee that. If you can do that, that's one of the reasons I think that can work. Find you some writers, get you some better writers, get you more writers, and try to get everybody in. Now, once again, will you get everybody in on TV at the same time? No, you will not. You will not get everybody in on a regular basis. Just not gonna work. But I guarantee that if you can get some better writers, get some type of stories in where there is, there doesn't have to be a belt involved. There's only one champion on WWE. That's Roman Reigns. And a lot of those storylines consist of not built stuff. Not built related material. One of the greatest storylines that was on Raw was Dexter Lumis and The Miz. There's no belt involved whatsoever. I'm just saying. I just gave you one. I just gave you one. Y'all like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to the people like, to the people you don't like. But I love y'all. I love y'all so much. Until next time. Love, peace, and of course, wrestling.